Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler review series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. Stuff I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm gonna talk about stuff. I'm gonna let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not gonna lie, I almost consider this a throwaway review, but we're going to take a cheap win. But anyway, folks, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yam around about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, I am wearing a super cool shirt. And folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, folks? Well, it happens to be my soil shirt, which I got very recently, despite the crumbs on it and such, because I've worn it for a few reviews now. Yeah, I actually got this just a few days ago at the time I'm doing this. Soil is a band actually out of Illinois, which is pretty amazing because I've lived in Illinois my entire life and have been pretty into the music scene, and somehow I kind of missed them. Like, I knew that they were a band, to be fair to me, but I didn't really ever get into their stuff. Like, they just weren't, nobody I knew was like, oh, dude, you got to listen to the new Soil album, so I just kind of glossed them over. But, yeah, just recently they went on tour with a band called the Union Underground. They're actually going to Europe soon, which is super fucking cool. And so I decided to look into them a little bit, and it turned out that I really dug a lot of their stuff. They've got some nu metal elements in there. They've got, some hard rock, some classical metal. They got a variety of stuff going on. But I really enjoyed their set. I love the energy that they put into it. And then beyond that, not only did I get a shirt, I also got some videos of said performance. Those videos are on my channel as well, just in case maybe you're interested. I have an entire playlist of concert videos I go to. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Why is it a throwaway? Well, folks, it happens to be from Burger King, and if you can kind of read the thing there, these are their new fiery buffalo nuggets. Yeah, okay. So, first of all, let's get can we get a thing for the thing? I want to get a thing for the thing before I forget, because sometimes I forget. We'll get a thing for the thing, maybe. Come on now. Something like that. So, yeah, man, I mean, I don't know, it seems like they just took their nuggets and maybe put a little buffalo sauce on them. I guess. I've never been huge on Burger King's nuggets. I've even done like some comparison reviews with like them and McDonald's and stuff. But let's give it a go. I'll give them a certain amount of credit in that I do think that they usually have a better crust to them than like McDonald's, but that's not saying a lot. They're very dense. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's obviously very, very processed. I don't know, man. It's just Burger King nuggets are, for me, on the lower tier of the nuggets, like for the fast food stuff. McDonald's nuggets aren't great when you actually break them down, but there is a certain nostalgia to it, and like there's a certain consistency to it that I do kind of give them a little extra credit for. For me, Burger King doesn't have that. They're not associated with nuggets the same way that McDonald's is, and consistency-wise, so the nuggets themselves are below par. But how does the buffalo aspect play into things? Are they fiery? No, they're not. Gives them a little zing. Makes them taste better, to be fair. I'll give them that. But you should have just called them buffalo nuggets. That would have been fine, although potentially a little bit gross. But yeah, it is basically just They might have been using their spicy nuggets for this, to be fair. I don't know if the spice that I'm getting is strictly from the buffalo sauce or if the actual nugget is playing into it. The spice that you do get it's below par for like a buffalo sauce. Kind of just lingers on your tongue a little bit. It's not an awful thing, but it's nothing. It's not worthy of calling it fiery. By putting that in the title, you're immediately setting it up as like, okay, and I get it. It's fast food. It's not going to be anything super hot. Fine. But these are barely hot. And just as far as the buffalo sauce itself goes, it's a weak buffalo sauce. Like, there is some flavor to it. Like I said, I do think it makes them taste better. But you could have done this exact same thing just by coming out with a buffalo sauce. See where I'm going with this? All they had to do was go over there and just be like, hey, BK buffalo sauce, right? Then they could have had like a BK buffalo whopper, and then, that's all they had to do. Going over there and pouring it on the nuggets and shit, it's really, I don't know, man. It's extremely lazy, and, fundamentally, it's just nothing all that impressive. On top of that, you don't get a lot of consistency as far as the distribution of the sauce on the nuggets. Some are definitely more coated than others. If they just come out with a sauce, you could be the one to decide that. Do you hate freedom, Burger King? Is that what this is about? Or are you just becoming the communist state? To be fair, as far as I understand, that's basically how their corporate structure works. Like, from everything I've heard, like, they just don't care. Like, they have no interest. It's like, just give us the money. The nuggets are below par. The buffalo sauce is below par. They're better than the normal nuggets from Burger King because at least the buffalo sauce gives a little extra kick, but they're not that great. I don't hate them, but I don't love them. That's for damn sure. Alright, well, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get them again? Would I recommend them? No, not particularly. I think for me personally, again, I don't get nuggets from Burger King typically because I think you can get better nuggets, especially these days. You have a lot of places offering premium nuggets. KFC, Arby's, Popeyes, they've all tossed their hat into the nugget race and, come up with much better options. And if you want to just go for some fast food nuggets, for me, I'm going to go with McDonald's, because at least then there's the nostalgia. There is that McDonald's consistency. These, I just don't see a reason for them. Again, you could just had a buffalo sauce. That's all you had to do. I think that personally would have been better. I don't hate them by any means, but yeah, they're a throwaway. And then, if I'm recommending them, I'm not. I don't think they're horrible. Like, if you want to try them, I think they're fine. But again, I think the nuggets themselves, you can get way better nuggets. The only people I would really recommend these to are people who already have an affinity for Burger King nuggets. And that's fine if you do. Like, I'm not trying to trash on, everybody's got their own personal thing. I just don't. And I think that these, as a consumer, would these sway me to Team Burger King as far as their nuggets are concerned? Absolutely not. Again, you could just, all McDonald's would have to do to counter these would be like, yeah, we just have buffalo sauce packets now. There you go. So yeah, I just think these are kind of a waste, honestly. Yeah, not horrible, but meh. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your folks. Go over there, have yourselves a truly proper buffalo sauce-tastic rest of your life. Because again, proper buffalo chicken, man, that's just a thing of beauty. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what do you do if you can't do it all the time? I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you do, folks. You're try not to be an asshole. Excuse me. Let me get a drink real quick. And yes, I also went out to Taco Bell because I was reviewing another one of their items too. And I was like, all I'm going to do is grab one item from each thing. So I got some nuggets and I got a burrito. But anyway, Uh, it's the life I live, folks. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves dealing with situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there, at least try. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there. Maybe you're the biggest BK Nugget fan in the world, right? And maybe you're going to go over there and hit me up in the comments and be like, Brandon, Brazos Frozen and BK Nuggets were founded in 1874, and they went over there. They helped us, win in the Gulf War, and, if it wasn't for them being sent to the, fucking, look, folks, I don't know what the history of the goddamn BK Nuggets is. All I know is that they're not that great, in my opinion. But if you enjoy them, that's fine. And if you would like to go over there and comment to that effect, well, that's fantastic, too. But like I said, what is, if you do really enjoy them, what's the redeeming aspect to them for you? Because for me, I haven't found one. So I'd be interested to hear your thoughts.